the face of Rudy Sabat! That's your sports entertainment right there! Take a look at it, Russo! From the back, here comes Kurt Hennig! Kurt Hennig from the back! Who is this? It's David Flair? You're kidding me! What the hell is he doing here now? Surprise! Surprise! What? Set up the table! And he's with Set up the table! Is that who It's David Flair! Here we go! Garrett Steele, and down goes James, down goes Skipper, down goes Daniel, there goes Garrett, there's one for David. You got it! You're going to enter NWA TNA, you face the consequence. Hey, AJ Styles just jumped in there, Mike, and AJ Styles beats on Garrett. Does that mean that AJ Styles is going Russo? I can't. Wait a minute, what's going on? He's got an axe, and Russo tearing apart the TNA set. The following show has been presented by Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the serious nature of the situation involving Vince Russo and his attempt by the Sports Entertainment Extreme organization to take over NWA TNA, I have requested this time, and I have also invited the past, the present, and the future of our sport to the ring. First off, at ringside, let me direct your attention to former wrestlers Sarah Lee, Corsica Joe. Over 40 years in the business as a wrestler and a promoter, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eddie Marlin. And he also just happens to be the grandfather of the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Jarrett. Let me direct your attention to the ramp. This is the future of our profession. This is Rick Santel on the left and Chris Vaughn. Guys, you're our future, but you know it's not going to be easy. You start off in security. You start off setting up the ring. You start off in dark matches, and you earn your spot on an NWA TNA pay-per-view. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the present. Very familiar faces. First, the MVPs of the tag team division in NWA TNA, America's Most Wanted, James Storm and Chris Harris. The former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Ron the Truth Killings. And the MVP of the X division, whether he has the title belt or not, Mr. Jerry Lynn. This is the progression that has been going on for over 50 years in the National Wrestling Alliance. And by God, I want to see that progression continue. If I can get personal here for just 1 minute, because I did work with Vince Russo for several years in World Championship Wrestling. Can you imagine the predicament to be put in when you go to a production meeting and you're sitting next to Bobby Heenan in the production meeting, and Vince Russo tells you that he can make anybody a wrestler. He can make himself a wrestler. He can make David Arquette a wrestler, Judy Bagwell, the Nitro Girls, the list goes on. And you're sitting next to a Bobby Heenan who bled and bumped his ass off for 30 years. That's the lack of respect that Vince Russo has for this business. More personally, when Vince Russo insulted every one of yours intelligence with the crap that he put on WCW week after week, they closed World Championship Wrestling. I lost my job. I was out of work for a year and a half. I was a non-entity in my chosen profession. But let me get to the most important aspect of my request tonight, and that's the plea. The plea to ask you, the wrestling fans, both here in the arena and at home, contact us at NWATNA.com. Give us your feelings about the tradition of the NWA versus Vince Russo Sports Entertainment Extreme. This is a plea to the wrestlers, past and present, the former NWA world champions, anyone in the past that has been associated with the NWA. Please step up to the plate for us. We need your support. We need to rid this profession of Vince Russo. This is all about survival, and bottom line, this is all about winning the war against Vince Russo.
I'm not going to come out here and rant and rave tonight, okay? I'm out here to try to get something through your head. By the way, if you were wondering about the music, I've got friends in management. Think about that, Mike. Why do you think I'm here, Mike? Why do you think I'm allowed to walk in that door with my boys every Wednesday night? Why, Mike?
Well, obviously, you do have friends in high places. No question about that. Good for you. You've got friends in high places. And you know what? The NWA and the TNA group is ready to stand here and fight you and fight your sports entertainment extreme.
You tell him, partner.
First of all, Mike, like I said, I'm going to remain calm. And you don't want to fight anybody because I'll stick your foot straight up your Eddie Munster ass so fast your head will spin. Now, I am here once again, let me explain, to save this business. Because right now, this business, Mike, look at me when I'm talking to you, it's at an all-time low, Mike.
And why is it at an all-time low?
It's at an all-time low because people like you are allowed to run your mouth. I'm taking over, Mike. When Vince Russo was in charge, the ratings were at an all-time high. House shows were packed. Nobody came to this shithole until Vince Russo walked in the door. Now look around you, Mike. They're here to see me. They're here to see Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Doesn't sound like it to me.
Evolution is the solution, Mike. You don't think right now Jeff Jarrett isn't sitting back there regretting what he did?
Not in the least. Not at all.
And you guys will regret it too. Don't going to do if a year from now there is no wrestling business, Jerry? What are you going to do? You think I don't know about that daughter that you've got to put food on the table for? And you, cowboy, you're going to go back to shoveling cow shit in Texas? Because right now I give it 6 months. You! What are you going to go do, model men's underwear, you fruitcake? And don't you look at me, bro, because you know where I'm coming from. You're going to rap your way to the top? African-American rappers come a dime a dozen, pal, and half of them suck anyway. And these young guys, you know where you guys...
Whoa, wait a minute. I'm not drinking your Kool-Aid, and neither are they. That's the future of our sport.
That's the future of that sport. And if you don't rely on Vince Russo, you're going to be flipping burgers at Jack in the Box, you jack-offs. And look at these 3 old crows right here.
Yeah, that's tradition. That's what that is. They're the ones that laid the groundwork.
Shut
the reason that you're in this business.
Would they be on TV right now if it wasn't for Vince Russo? Pay-per-view, no less.
Yes, they would, because they laid the groundwork. They're the pioneers of this sport. They're the reason that you're here today.
And you know what, Mike? Like you, they are dinosaurs. You got this walking, talking age spot over here, Corsica my ass. And look at this dinosaur over here. Let me tell you something, you old wench. You think you would be out here right now if it wasn't for Vince Russo? You'd be changing his diaper. Hey, come on, they come in here.
Oh, Sharon's coming into the ring. We have seen her.
You're on TV. When's the last time you...
Oh, my God. I love it. I'm telling him.
You want to go with me? How you want to go?
Come on. Don't even Russo grab Sarah like that. Here we got a melee going on right now. You knew it was going to happen. It was brewing. Sports Entertainment Extreme, the tradition are going at it right now.
Sports Entertainment Extreme, Mike. Enjoy it, baby.
Everybody in Sports Entertainment Extreme is... Hey, wait a minute. Here comes Jeff Jarrett. Here come the Road Warriors. This is what it's all about. And they send them all out of the ring. There's the animal. Oh, the champion Jeff Jarrett. They're all in there. And they ran it out to the roar of the crowd. Yes.
Well, I guess somebody heard the plea in the back, didn't they?
And how about Sarah?
Well, she's not afraid to step up either. That's what it's going to take for the NWA, not only to survive, but to thrive against Vince Russo and Sports Entertainment Extreme. This is what the NWA needs.
They had each other's back, Mike. When Jerry landed the truth and America Becomes Most Wanted were beaten down, here came Jared, here came the Road Warriors. Tradition ruled this morning. Tonight, I mean.
Wow. The Road Warriors return to NWA. Oh, what's this?
I don't know.
That's one of the TNA girls. Is that Lollipop?
Desire just threw her out of the dressing room. Thank you.
Now what's going on?
Shut up.
It looks like they're taking over the TNA girls' dressing room area.
Well, they don't belong in the other dressing room, I can tell you that.
Oh, this is so frustrating to see a situation like this. Just when it looks like NWA is taking back over, now it looks like Russo and company are camping out at the asylum.
The opening contest for NWA, come along
non-stop action is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. About to make his way to the